So let's start here from every player's decision here. Think back here, given ICM this hand's super close, maybe a fold. And Ivy's decision just to flat here, 50 BB. And Renan's decision here at 20 BB. 20-ish, actually. Actually less, like 15, 17 or so. So let's see.
Dentro do Mixed Games, né? Então você tem que fazer o jogo.
Let's see the range that backer opens here. I think I thought at that time that this hand was not an open, but still an open here. If I had it three, I think it's a fold. Yeah, this is the bottom here. You can fold this hands on tournaments, like we really don't want to play this bottom hands on a lineup that's not that good, to be honest. For you, like Renan is super seasoned here, feel Ivy on the small blind. So still opens here, but it's the worst hand you can open, and especially given that there is like some ICM pressure here. This is not considering ICM, like we're at 10 left here, so there's like big pay jumps soon, so I think this is a fold here pre-flop. The bottom would say for Brewer, yeah, like it's basically, you're basically just being very ace-x heavy because it's 20 blinds effective here versus Renan. So you open those hands here, but not much wider. Like double suited hands, you open like 52% of double suited alone. So still folding like King 774, Knight 754. This low double suited, even like this hand here folding, interesting. Queen Jack 9, let's see, Queen Jack 9-5 here. Opens double suited, 3 opens, so this is the bottom here that start folding. So you see that we're folding like pretty decent hands overall on this situation here, because the stacks are shallow and you really want to have an ace on your hand. Even like this double suited that doesn't have an ace, like even some okay-ish are folding. Like having any low card here is just like terrible for your hand. Let's see how many 3x are folding. 2x. Basically those, the deuce in the 3 really kills the EV of your hand. If it is double suited from the cutoff at 20 BB, so starting at the 4, you will start raising more. So really important to notice that too. And let's see Ivy's hand. It's always a 3-bet here. So this should be put in consideration for Renan's decision here. Like if Ivy is not 3-betting a hand this strong here, like double suited is Queen 9-9, then his Ace Jack Jack 8 is going to be a worse 3-bet than if Ivy is 3-betting those hands here. And if Ivy did 3-bet, he'll just fold. So I think this changes a bit the EV of the 3-bet. Let's see Renan's decision here, mostly like fighting aces, and some of the hands that doesn't have aces doesn't 3-bet a lot. I would say, like some kings here probably. Queen 10-3, which is just a solver thing, I would imagine. Let's see, Ace Jack 8. Yeah, mostly just 3-betting the spots. Even with trip suits here, so Renan was like right on the spot to 3-bet it. And let's see the decisions here. Yeah, this hand still calls here. Yeah, but this is a marginal call. I think this probably can fold sometimes too, especially pre-flop. But mostly calling this hand. And Ivy had like basically Queen 9 or something. So Ivy overall decision here is to fold just 20%. So this 3-bet is not super effective at 20 BB. Like we're getting to the flop with Ace Jack Jack 8 through Ace super often. And this really It's counted on the EV of the true bet, but it's not going to be a super premium situation. Like Renan is pretty short on other games. He doesn't have many big bets left. So that's important to notice too. Like he may try to get this spot to double up. And this is going to be easier to double up on this game than other limit games, especially when it comes multi-way. So overall, I think like Renan decision is somewhat close here. Becker decision probably fold before opening the action with a hand that is not that strong. It's the bottom of the chip EV open, so it's going to be a nice hand fold. I think Ivy played the tightest belong all the players here, and this worked for him. So I wanted to double check what is going to be like the worst three bet for Renan here with Ace Jack Jack X and three todays. But he's going to bet like up to Jack Jack 3 here. So pretty easy decision for him. And I think like he did play well. But I think Becker opening a bit wider than he should really hurted his EV on the three bet. ICM wise, and Ivy flatting tighter did hurt him too. But nevertheless, it's going to be like a good three bet here for him.
Mais
So,
alto
if you guys
com as
wanna
cartas
get a Vision
escondidas.
subscription, you can use the
Isso. E
code
usando duas
RAFA
da mão
and
sempre, né? Não
get
pode usar pra
10%
ele, não
off.
pode usar uma.
And
E o
I was the
Renan apertou
commentator
em
for
bom
this
spot que ele
hand
achou que
in
vai
the Poker Go
provavelmente.
Brazil. I was surprised by the
O
open
Becker
and
vai
the flat
largar essa
call, to
mão
be
que ele tem,
honest,
né? Uma
versus the
mão
three
muito
bet.
fraca.
Becker's hand is not a
Provavelmente não
premium
é
on
o
the
open por
spot, and I
flop, isso
think
aí, essa mão. Tendo três
as a
cartas com
seasoned Mexican
8 ou
player,
pior.
like he could like
O Ivy de fleta do Small
pick
Blind
better
também
spots,
provavelmente é um
especially on
peão
the
muito
non-big
forte.
bet
Ixi, o Becker
games,
deu pouco essa
and
mão.
was like a sort of
Corajoso o homem.
high variance spot
Pois é.
because there's a lot of pools
O
that
pot
he's
E o
vai
going to
para
Ivy.
flop well, and
850
he's
já,
on the
o
sandwich.
Renan com
Like Ivy,
340.
like he opens the action here on the
E o
flop
Ivy
when
provavelmente
Renan
vai dar mão
checks,
também,
and
né? Tá
Ivy
ganhando
can
odds
just
infinitas com uma
bet and
mão que
Renan
tem
jam
suits pros
over
espadas
the
e
top. So he's not
corpos,
in a
né?
great spot
Provavelmente
here,
ele
even though
call
he's
aí.
in position. But the SPR is
E
so
o meu
low that
flop, o SPR vai ser
position
bem
is not
baixo. Eu
as
acho que o Renan tem
relevant
340 pra
as
trás
at
ou
deeper
pode ter um
stacks.
milhão,
So
120.
pretty
Uma
interesting.
coisa
I
que a gente
would
também pode pontuar é a
leave
melhor
you guys
mão
with the end of the
para
hand,
se
and
ter
thank you
antes
guys for
dessas
tuning in. Bye
cartas, né?
bye.
Para a gente começar a medir quem é que tá com o melhor jogo antes da virada, né? Então, um dos jogos mais
Isso.
fortes é o Wise Eyes com o Valete 10, por exemplo. Cartas altas com dois naipes de flush, por exemplo, o Ivy, Ás e Dama 9-9 com dois flush draws. Né? Seria melhor se o Renan... Ó, temos um all-in aí. E temos um call, senhoras e senhores. Lembrando, o Renan não está usando o par de valete. Ele está usando o as e valete, né? Você é obrigado
Isso.
a usar duas cartas da sua mão e você vai trocando de acordo com as cartas comunitárias. Por enquanto, então,
Sim.
o Ivy está na frente com o Ás e Dama. Ás e Dama contra Ás e valete, sendo que o Ivy tem a pedida extra do flush de pé. Nosso querido brasileiro Renan Bruschi, valendo tudo na tela para um pote gigantesco. Vamos que vamos. Cartas reveladas ali. 3 de ouros.
Não ajuda o nosso Renan.
Tem ali 3
isso.
altos. Tá difícil a situação do Renan. 2 oitos para ele. Ou o valetão. Para ele fazer dois
Um
pares.
valete. E um rei. Poxa.
E o rei de espadas elimina o Renan. GG, os brasileiros aqui todos acompanharam ontem e hoje, né, essa história que ele contou jogando com as lendas do poker mundial. O Renan Bruschi eliminado na 10ª posição. Nosso brasileiro que estava na disputa, ele levou para casa 113 mil.
So Ivy overall decision here is to fold just 20%. So this threat is not super effective at 20 BB. Like we're getting to the flop with ace jack, jack 8, trio ace super often. And this really is counted on the EV of the three bet, but it's not going to be a super premium situation. Like Renan is pretty short on other games. He doesn't have many big bets left. So that's important to notice too. Like he may try to get this spot to double up, and this is going to be easier to double up on this game than other limit games, especially when it comes multi-way. So overall, I think like Renan decision is somewhat close here. Becker decision probably fold before opening the action with a hand that is not that strong. It's the bottom of the chip EV open, so it's going to be a nice hand fold. I think Ivy played the tightest belong all the players here, and this worked for him. So I wanted to double check what is going to be like the worst three bet for Renan here with ace jack jack X and 3 todays. But he's going to bet like up to jack jack 3 here. So pretty easy decision for him. And I think like he did play well, but I think Becker opening a bit wider than he should really hurted his EV on the three bet. ICM wise, and Ivy flatting tighter did hurt him too. But nevertheless, it's going to be like a good three bet here for him.